welcome. Are you ready? So this is different than anything we've done, especially anything we've done recently. This is going to be a lot faster paced, but not necessarily breath paced. Just a lot more movements. But majority we've seen before, we've done before, so it's not much new. There is one. What is this? Did you put it in your pocket? Was it dog hair? The floor is okay. I would have gotten back to keep that for later. You're like a bird. I'm gonna go get the nest. Okay. So we're gonna come to the top of our mats and start in mountain pose. Oh Lord. Feet together, big toes touching, or feet a little bit apart, whatever feels good in your body. Grounded through the soles, reaching up through the crown of the head, arms relaxed at your side. Maybe close your eyes or soften the gaze. And just take a couple breaths. Just be present. Thank yourself for showing up on your mat. In the physical work so we can take the benefits into the mental and emotional side of life. And slowly start to open the eyes if you closed them. Open up the gaze. And we're going to start with sun salutation. So on a deep breath in, arms reach high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, finding your half lift, crown of the head reaching forward. Exhale, plant the palms. Stepping it back one leg at a time, coming into plank pose. Deep breath in, pulls the heart slightly forward, and then exhale through your chaturanga. Inhaling up dog, up and back, downward facing dog. Taking a moment in our first down dog, stretching out the backs of the legs, the calves, the hamstrings, pressing evenly through the palms, shifting the hips back, finding a nice long spine. On your next deep breath in, lift the heels, bend the knees, and make your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold. Deep breath in, root to rise, arms reach overhead, and then exhale, palms back to the heart. And we're gonna flow through that again. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stepping back to your plank. Inhaling the heart forward, and then exhaling through your chaturanga. Up and back, down dog. Lifting the heels, bending the knees, coming to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Deep breath in. Big reach overhead. Exhale, palms to the heart. And one more time. Deep breath in. Reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Step it on back. Lowering through your chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Up and back, down dog. Beautiful. Creating some heat in the body. Loosening up the muscles. And now bringing that into the core. So on an inhale, we're going to lift the right leg, down dog split. And then as we exhale, we're going to draw that knee in. We're not going to step forward, but we're going to stop at the chest and then inhale it back up. Exhale, slow pull in. Inhale it back up. One more big pull in. Exhale, lift that back up, big stretch. Maybe bend the knee on this one, open up that hip. And then we're gonna take that same pull, but we're gonna come to the outside, bring that knee to the tricep, yep, step it on through. Woo! How's it going? Hanging here in our lizard, giving the hips a moment, sinking them down. And then we're gonna take that foot, step it on back to plank, and move through our vinyasa. Back to down dog or child's pose. Quite a bit of cardio to kick the day off. But let's keep that heart rate up and move to the other side. Inhale, lifts the left leg. Exhale, draw that knee in. Inhale, shoot it back. Exhale, pull in. Inhale back. Pull that puppy in. One more big lift back. Bend that knee. Open up the hip. Reach that foot skyward. Bring it forward. Tap it with tricep and step it outside the hand. And sink the hips. Keeping the back leg strong and engaged. But the hips releasing toward the mat. And swing that one back, either going straight back to down dog or moving through a vinyasa. And resting here in your down dog. We're going to take a few breaths here. Let the heart rate slow down. So deep, try 4 counts in through the nose. And a 4 count exhale. On your next deep breath in, we're going to lift the right leg again. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. This time we're going to step it forward. Staying on the toes of the back foot though and keeping the left palm planted. We're going to take a twist, opening up to the right. Planting that palm. Stepping that foot back and right back to down dog for this one. And on the other side, inhale, lifts the left leg. Pull that knee in toward the chest. Step that left foot forward and we're going to twist toward the left. It was so cool in here before that I didn't open the windows because it was warmer out there, and now it's like I'm moving and I'm sweltering. Step it on back, down dog, hang out here for a minute. Now we're actually going to come down to our knees for a minute because I want you to be able to see the transition for the necks.
Okay.
Because it can be slightly trickery, but I think you got this. We've been practicing for a while. Like I am very confident in your abilities. So it's a pose called Fallen Triangle, and we're going to turn it into a flow. So I'll show you some modifications and then the full flow version. So in Fallen Triangle, and I'll do it face you. So we lift the foot, bring the knee across the body, flatten on the back foot, and then you can rest on the ground if you feel strong in the low abs, but this is your base pose. And then from there, the flow is taking this and flipping it into Wild Thing. So then we come around and open up. So it's definitely one that's easier to demo.
Yeah.
So, but the modifications on the whole thing, you can, let's see if we're going this way, keep that foot down, and then as we come around, you can lower that knee and take Wild Thing on the knee.
Oh, okay.
Because it is, lot in the
shoulders.
In the shoulders, yeah, and the chicken wings. So, if you're game, we're gonna start in plank. The chicken wings. And we're gonna start, we will lift that left foot. Let's start there. And we cross the body and then extend, yep, to the outside of the blade. Beautiful, fallen triangle. Lower that back foot down though. Sole of your foot down, yep, there you go. And then coming full circle, lifting that knee back up, swinging it around if you want to drop that bottom knee. Lifting up to wild thing. Yes. And now as fluidly and as with control as we can, coming back, and we're going to do it one more time, now that you got the movement down. So pull that left knee across, extending out. Yes. Beautiful. And then with control, both palms down, spinning on that foot. Big heart opener. Woo. Coming back to center, knees down. Take a child's pose. That was awesome. Good job.
Holy crap.
See, you surprise yourself. Isn't that a lot of intensity?
Feel it in my shoulders.
Oh, yeah. Rest here in child's pose. Catch the breath. That's like almost like a yoga version of like a HIIT interval.
Yeah.
Like your heart rate goes up so fast and it's strength training. It can be very intense. All right, before we get too comfy, we gotta do the other side. 2 flows on the other side. The nice thing is you know how it goes now. So coming to our plank pose, we're gonna lift the right leg, draw that knee across the body, and come to our fallen triangle. Either foot down or lifting. And then with control, hug that knee in, round and round. Wild thing, yes.
Close.
No, it's beautiful, it's perfect. One more through plank to fallen triangle. Modifying if you need to. And then with control, one more big. It's hard to pivot sometimes.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute. I gotta move.
Excellent. Oh, back through plank, knees down, back to child's pose. Woo! That was intense. I'd love to tell you that's it for challenge, but it's not. But it's cool. It's something aspirational. It's something to strive for.
Where's Andy?
It's. I told her it was a really energetic one. She's like, well, we have some things to do before Adam and Kaylin get into town. I'm like, okay, Mom. Okay. Pressing into the palms, curling under the toes, coming up and back to down dog. Now we'll move through a little bit of familiarity. So on an inhale, right leg's gonna lift. Exhale, knee to the chest, step that foot forward, lower the sole of the right or the left foot down, rising up, warrior one. Hang out here in your warrior. Squaring the hips off, bending into your front leg, strong. Press through the sole of the back foot. And breathe. And we'll take our warrior for a dance. Deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, open up to the left side. Finding warrior two. Oh, stink bug. Hello, buddy. Lifting the right palm toward the ceiling. Big reach back in reverse warrior. And then finding side angle, either the forearm resting on the thigh, or if it feels good and your hips sink too, you can bring the palm to the mat. and then that arm by the ear, windmilling that down, bringing the hands to frame the foot, step on back, finding plank. Inhale through your vinyasa. Up and back, down dog. And we'll take our warrior dance side 2. Inhale, lifts the left leg. Exhale, knee hugs in, it steps forward. Sole of the back foot plants and we reach up, warrior 1. It's like a nature preserve out here. We got a fly, we got a stink bug. I don't know where he went.
I know, I just saw it.
One more deep breath in, big reach in warrior 1, and then exhale, opening up, warrior 2. Adjusting your stance as needed. Remember, we're not glued in. Left palm flips toward the sky, and reach back for reverse warrior. And coming through side angle, whatever version feels good for you. And windmilling both hands down, stepping back, either right to down dog or a little extra push in a vinyasa. Up and back, down dog. Resting in your down dog, tabletop child's pose if you need it. I'm gonna hang out here for a few breaths. And next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, make your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Palms meet overhead. Exhale, drop them to your heart. Moving through our sun salutation B, we're going to inhale, arms rise, sink the hips back in the chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Back to down dog. Inhale, lifts the right leg. Bring that forward. Back foot, sole lowers to the earth. Big reach up, warrior 1, big stretch. Exhale, palms down. Either vinyasa or right back to down dog as we change sides. Left leg rises, knee to chest, step that one through. Big warrior 1 reach. Exhale, release. Step it back. Ooh, down dog. Here we are again. I'm gonna take a minute and rest on this one actually, because we have one more big core posture, core flow. And it's a challenging one. When we're ready, we're gonna come up to plank just so we can get positioning right, but then we're gonna drop down to the knees in a modified plank. So if you can set it up without going to plank, you can. I know it can be difficult. So we're going to do another version of a knee pull, but this one is like an external rotation in the hip, and
Okay.
we're gonna be hitting a lot more of the obliques. So if you want to do the whole thing with one knee down, you would straighten one leg, and we're literally pulling the knee as close to the tricep as possible. And we're gonna do 3 on each side.
Okay.
If you wanna try in full plank, you try one and then you can drop down to the knee. They're challenging.
Uh-huh.
Drop your hips a little bit. There we go. All right, right leg up. Bring that knee as close to the tricep as you can and kick it back out. 2 more. Bring that knee in and 1 more big pull in. Yes, knees down. Woo, take a moment, child's pose. Good job, see? Don't doubt yourself. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. And I knew you could. All right, other side. Before we get too cozy. Back into our plank, left leg lifts. Draw that knee in as close to the tricep and kick it back out. Bring that in and extend. 1 more deep pull in and extend, knees down. Rest the hips on the heels, child pose. And now that was it for challenge today.
Thank God I brought beer.
Thank goodness I have sustenance.
Yeah.
All right, pressing into the palms, curling under the toes, lifting the hips up and back. And then walking the hands back to meet the feet this time. Hanging over in a forward fold. Soften the knees, rest the belly and the chest on the thighs. And just hang. Let your head hang heavy. You can hold opposite elbows. You can let your hands rest on the floor, whatever feels good. And then slowly start to roll it up. Restacking the spine. Roll the shoulders down the back. Shake it out. Now we're going to take a big step out wide. You can step facing me. Adjust real quick. We're going to take the hands to the hips. Deep breath in. Big chest stretch up. And then exhale. Start to fold forward, flat back. Letting your hands release wherever they want. Thighs, shins, ankles, the mat. Just enjoy the wide forward fold. Let your head hang heavy again. The depth is up to you, whatever feels good, whatever's available. Every breath in though, think of finding length and space in the spine. And then exhaling, folding maybe a little bit deeper. And then from here, lifting up halfway, I'm going to find a nice twist. So place the left palm in front of your nose on the mat. And then exhale, twist the right arm skyward. Trying to keep the hips square to the earth, twisting from the torso. And then lowering the right arm down, replacing it where the left hand was, and then twisting toward the left. Bringing that arm down, planting both palms or placing them on your shins or your thighs. Inhaling, finding a flat back. Exhale, one more deep, wide-legged fold. And then inhale, rise, come all the way up to stand. Maybe arms reach overhead, big stretch. And exhale, palms to your heart. We're gonna move into triangle. I need to narrow my stance a little bit. I like a little bit of a more sturdy base. To each their own, but you can pivot your left toes out.
I'll just follow you.
Pivot those toes out.
Those ones. Those look good.
Spread your wings, and then keeping a soft bend in that front knee. We're gonna reach until we can't reach anymore, and then lift up, finding our Trikonasana. And then from triangle, we're gonna bring this top hand down to meet the bottom, but we're actually gonna release them, kind of place them on either side of the foot, and then step this back foot in quite a bit. You want maybe 1 or 2 feet in between these feet, coming into a pyramid pose. So deep breath in, nice long crown of your head, flat back. And then exhale, you can round over, you can place the hands on the shin, you can go as deep as feels good, but really feeling the stretch through the hamstrings and the calves and into the glutes of that front leg. And then we're going to pivot all 10 toes toward the side of the mat and widen our stance a little bit as we make our way to triangle the other side. So we're going to angle your right toes out now. Left foot points in about 45 degrees. Spreading our wings wide and reaching for our triangle pose. And then bringing this top hand down, framing the foot, stepping that back foot in quite a bit. And just hanging, folding, rounding over in your pyramid. But make sure you're drawing that front hip back. Really feel that open up on that leg. And then turning all 10 toes to the side again, taking the feet just a little bit wider than the hips, turning the toes out and coming down into our Malasana, our yogi squat. Wiggle the hips around. Wiggle those triceps down, push the knees open, press into the palms, lift the chest. And then gracefully take a seat as you fall back onto your hips. Bring the soles of the feet together. Find your bound angle or butterfly or Buddha Konasana, whatever you want to call it. Whichever name you want to pick. I was doing this with Eleanor and I was flapping and she was like, I can't do mine.
They play separately.
Yeah, she's like, they don't go the same. It's okay. You can be whatever kind of butterfly you want. And inhaling, coming on up, and then we are going to switch over so we're going to stretch the legs out in front. And we're going to take a nice deep forward fold. Deep breath in, arms lift, reach tall, and then exhale, folding forward with a flat back. So that means wherever your palms want to land, to keep space and length in your spine is perfect for today. Oh, my hips were so tight. I feel this all down here. Okay, coming up out of that one. Oh, we're gonna bring our right foot in, sole of the foot to the mat, bend that puppy, and we're going to go into that leg cradle.
Okay.
So whichever version you like, you can hold here, you can swoop under, you can nuzzle the sole of the foot into the crook of the elbow and hug it out. Give those hips some love. Feels good. We hold so much tension in our hips and shoulders. Little stretches like this can really help release that. Wash away the stress. Thanks, hip. And from here, we're going to plant that foot on the outside of our left thigh. And we can either keep this leg extended or we can double bend, bring that one in if both sit bones can stay grounded, and twist, either hugging the knee or taking the tricep to the outside of the knee. And unraveling everything, stretch both legs out, shake them out. And taking the other side, so left foot comes in and cradle that left leg.
Oh, this one I still have pain in periodically.
In your hip? Your knee?
I don't know what it's from.
Interesting.
It's only at certain points will I feel it.
Very interesting. Like, is it throbbing, pinching?
It's like a
Sharp shooting pain? I wonder if something like gets trapped. Because I have that in my knee. And I can't figure out for the life of me what it is. The only thing that even comes close is that like the knee, being hinged joint, the tendon that runs alongside on the inside gets trapped.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the only thing. It's really funny though, Beanie has the exact same problem with his knee. Go ahead and set that foot down and either keep that extended or scrunch it up. Finding a twist. leg in that's straight if you have it straight, because we're going to take a little cow face pose. You okay?
Yeah.
You can keep it straight.
No.
Or we can take the supine version.
The supine.
The supine, which is lying down. Yeah. So we're crossing thigh over thigh and then just drawing those knees in toward the chest.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Everything's better when supine. And we'll go ahead and switch. Cross the opposite thigh on top. And hug those legs in. Pulling them towards you at the same time, pushing the sit bones down, finding that duality of movement. And since we're here, there's no point in getting back up. Go ahead and release. Hug both knees into the chest. And wind around. Draw those little circles on your low back. Side to side. Back and forth. Circular. Really get in there. Feel like you touched every little nook and cranny. And then we're going to release the left leg, but keep the right knee hugged in. And then take that as a twist over to the left. So the right knee stays bent and drops over to the left side of the body. If it feels good, you can extend that top leg. Let the gaze drift over the opposite shoulder if that feels good in your neck. And then we're going to do a little counter pose on this side. So rolling back on the back, but keeping that right knee drawn in. We're going to let that right knee now drop open to the right side. Maybe using your palm to help press that down. Bringing that knee back up, giving that side one last little hug. And then extending the right leg long, drawing the left knee in now, squeezing that one in tight. And then rolling over onto the right side, letting the left knee fall to the outside, extending that top leg if it feels good. both legs long or taking a bound angle, Shavasana. Let the arms splay out, palms face up. You can either close the eyes or at least soften the gaze a bit. Let go of the breath. Let go of the thoughts. And when you're ready, with the toes, wiggle the fingers. Roll out the ankles and wrists. You reach overhead, take a big stretch. And make your way onto your side or roll on up. Whatever feels good. Finding a nice, tall, comfortable seat. Thank you so much for coming back. Namaste.
Namaste.
Every week without fail.